third Saturday in October. A simple name and a complex rivalry. For one side, the Big Orange is just not a color they can sit with, and the other side, Crimson, has them seeing red. Easy to assume everyone here has a lighter in hand. Now we get to see who will use it. Welcome, everyone, to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see, the number 25 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on another SEC rival, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17.
And after that pick six, not the start this quarterback wanted. You're going to have to be really good about having a short-term memory and just turn the page. There is tons of football here to be played. You made a big mistake on that last throw. Don't let it beat you for the rest of this football game. You've got a lot of ball left to play. You've got to keep going.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Power football with the run. At the 35, he's got room. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big gain for the offense.
The Vols, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollack off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollack cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the big...
Going over the top. Touchdown, Volunteer! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
Really nice job that time by the quarterback, getting that passing touchdown. You know that's going to really help the confidence of not just him, but his play caller and teammates as well, knowing, hey, we can have success in this game, airing it out.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The running back has it. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, Man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
Right on the money. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Running back searching for a hole. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical. They stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
Not a lot of good plays for 3rd in California, so you're just trying to get a completion and help out your punter, but they can't even get that executed.
Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Tennessee offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Gets the back moving. Back to pass. It's Etienne. Swings it out to the flat. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Listen, if I'm a QB, 2nd down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable 3rd down. But when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. The Volunteers will punt it away on 4th down. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. This time around. Pocket breaking down. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Tries to do it himself on the draw. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
The defense really gets it. They understand what's going on. The quarterback is a threat to run the football. I have to understand that. It changes the way I play defense. Am I going to have more speed on the field? Whatever I do, I got to make sure I do what they did right there. Focus on the QB, lock in, and make sure he doesn't beat me.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, he'd be forcing it a little bit.
time in Tennessee. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand, now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the first play to the end of the fourth quarter.
And, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the first down out of the Wildcat.
Offenses that are great on third downs, what do? Most of the time, they keep it in manageable situations where they're not predictable, not just dropping back to pass. They do it here on 3rd and short. They convert. This offense has been so efficient on third downs all throughout this season.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. When you play at a place like Alabama, you have to live up to the legacy of the Jonathan Allens, the Deron Paynes, the Marcel Dariuses when you play on that defensive front.
And the funny thing is, Reese, I can keep going. Quentin Williams, Will Anderson, like the list goes on and on and on. Just elite level recruiting on the defensive line, on the edge, is how they built this dynasty at Alabama.
It'll be 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Etienne. Fires to the right. Oh, he can't hang on. Almost had the interception, and this guy makes so many big plays, but couldn't come up with that one. It'll be 4th down. And the Vols will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Punt is in the air. And the coverage team surrounding the ball. No chance for the return man to get in there on that one.
And the punter pulling out his pitching wedge on that. Look at the spin on this ball. It just died as soon as it hit the ground. Beautiful job.
First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. Here's the handoff. How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a first down. Alabama quickly back to the line.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. The give to the back. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be...
Turning it on! Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
Really good-looking run. You think about the legacy Alabama has at the running back position. It's ridiculous. Mark Ingram won a Heisman, obviously Derrick Henry, Josh Jacobs. I'm going to go back to Sean Alexander, who I played against back in the day, too. All these guys had speed. All these guys had vision and quickness. And this guy right here, he has all of those traits himself. Just another big-time talent in the Crimson Tide backfield.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They've been running it, but now the pass. Lets it fly. He's open on the right. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Rides to back and leaves it. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. Offense walks through the line for play number 7 of the drive. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer.
Unleashes one deep. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And the PAT gives him a 4.